My bad, my bad. We back, we back, we back, family. We back. We back, family. What's going on? We back up in this bitch. Sorry about that. Sorry about me. Sorry about me. Buffering and all that shit there. Y'all know how that is. Me buffering and everything. Peace to the family, man. What's going on? I'm sitting here, man. Just fuck is that? Oh, let me turn this up. Cooking with Sir C. What's going on, fam? What's happening with you? Yep. Yes, sir, buddy. Trying to straighten this damn thing out. Cooking with Sir Senior. What's good, brother? Fight Fan Live. Salute. Shout out to Fight Fan Live. Salute, fam. Salute, fam. Fight Fan Live. Salute. Good fight yesterday, man. Good fight. Really, really good fight. Of course, Americans always got something to complain about. It wouldn't be the American way, or the American boxing scene, online boxing scene anyways. Always got something to complain about. Shout out to Legacy Remains. Salute, fam. Legacy Remains. What's going on, brother? Superman, Cooking Research Senior. Salute. I'm over here doing one of my, one of my daily rituals. Getting this, prepping this shit for tomorrow. He said, Coach, I hope all is well. Yeah, everything is good on this end. Everything is good on this end. Everything. Cool Breeze, what's going on, brother? Cool Breeze in the building. Cool Breeze, salute, fam. I'm sitting here, yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. It was a really, really good fight. You know, the way they fought last night, you know, both men landed some hell of a shots, good combinations. I just think at a certain time in the fight, they just said, fuck it. We finna bang. You get what I'm saying? I think it was obvious what Ben wanted to do. Ben was looking for the knockout pretty much the entire fight. So, I kind of knew that. He was going to try to blast him out early. Then he started telegraphing his punches and stuff like that. You know, so. But I just like the effort from both men. The effort, bro, like the electricity in that building last night. I wish I was there in that building. The electricity, 65,000 plus. 65,000 plus fans. You get what I'm saying? And it's expensive as hell over there in the UK. Like, damn, it's real expensive to live over there. But I'm just saying 65,000 fans or more. Shout out to Ali. Ali, what's going on, brother? There to see you. I'm like, man, the electricity from that fight was crazy. Crazy. You get what I'm saying? Just the animosity from the fathers, and then to see how these two young men 7 years apart fought each other. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. With none of that. And yeah, Turk Island Sheep. Shout out to Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine put that money up for that fight. Again, they're playing a different ball game. They're not in this game to make money. They're just in this thing to make fights. Yeah, man, took all the sheep, this and that. They're not, I think that's obvious at this point. He's not concerned with making money. They're concerned with making fights. That's it. Whatever the end game is, apparently they plan on being in boxing for a long time based on the business moves that they've made with the zone and stuff like that. So whatever the end game is, I think they're gonna come out victorious. Cool Breeze say Turkey makes money off of advertising. Yeah. Shout out to Legacy, man. Salute. Curtis Robinson, salute. Yeah, I see Green Eyes. You got your one on. Yeah, they're gonna be coming. They're gonna be slipping up in here tonight. We ain't gonna rock out long, probably about an hour, and that's it. Yeah. You can go ahead and send them to the ethos. You know how we do it. Oh, I'm like, damn, what they said? Okay, right there. Yeah, man. Fans win. Yep. The fans win. Great fight, man. I really do admire the effort that both men put on. You know, the right man won the fight. Definitely won the fight. You know. Yeah, man. Shout out to what did it say, Ali Eastside folks for the new studio coach. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I'm still not finished though. I'm still not finished. I still got other stuff I'm doing here. So I just moved my bookshelf from my left to over there to the right, and I took the pictures down on the wall. So I'm still not finished yet. But he said, well, you can still watch it on the Zone. I mean, it's out there. You can still go watch it on the Zone if you missed it. It was a great fight, though. It was a great fight. Great fight. Yeah, man, it's a great fight. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you know, just that electricity, man. Just that electricity, just to see two fighters, you know, the way they, you know what I mean? It's boxing. It's like, you know, I can't, brother, last time I seen a fight like that where guys was going back and forth. I mean, it just came a point in time where both men was dead tired, but they just dug deep. You know, neither guy wanted to give in. You know, when it looked like the momentum was going one way, then it'd shift back the other way, and this and that. Like the effort that both of those guys gave, and you don't see a lot of fights like that. You don't see a lot of fights like that. You know, we saw the fight. We saw Beterbiev and Bivol. We saw that fight. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. When the last time we seen something like that over here in America? I'm saying from the big name fighters. The big name fighters over here in America. Yeah, they're not fighting each other, so yeah, they're not fighting each other. So it's kind of like I'm trying to think. I know Bam, but yeah, the black fighters over here, they're not really they don't really fight each other. Now that I think about it. He said Roach he said Tank and Roach kind of went back and forth. Yeah, but Roach ain't no big fighter though. Roach ain't no big name fighter. They did kind of go back and forth, but Roach was a 25-1 underdog. You know, he wasn't a big name fighter. I'm talking about big name fighters fighting each other. We really don't get that, you know. Shout out to Mason. Mason, what's going on, fam? He said it kind of looked like yeah, you know, Serrano and Taylor. Yeah, you know what? I keep forgetting about them. Serrano and Taylor. Yeah, then they banging. They banging over here. They banging over here in America. You know, top names. Uh, yeah, Kenny Lofton say Wild and Fury. Yeah, Wild and Fury. Wild and Fury. Yeah, Wild and Fury. Yep. Yep. Wild and Fury. I would say Crawford and Spence, but that was pretty much just pretty much a one-sided beatdown. I would say that, but that was a one-sided beatdown. It was everything. It was everything Errol Spence said it was gonna be, but the opposite. One-sided ass woman. So yeah, but Wilder and Fury 3. Yeah, Wilder and Fury 3. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Oh, you said it was the first time you seen them guys, the Prince? I mean, and listen, I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. If it was the first time you seen both of those guys, I hope you liked it. Hope you liked it, fam. He said, hopefully Canelo and Bud would change that. Well, we got, big name, talking about, big name, the big name fights, like the big name fighters, they normally, the reason why people have high expectations from the big name fighters is because they give you, they supposed to give you memories, like lasting memories, like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not really getting any memories like that. I'm used to getting, those memories, but we're not really. You know what I mean? So, yes, I want to see Conor and Shane Mosley at 160. I think Conor said he going back down to welterweight. You say person says 65,000 people is amazing in the country, much smaller. Yeah, but I mean, even in a big country, you should be able to do that. A big country, you should be able to, they should be able to do that. You get what I'm saying? It's a cultural thing. Like, if these fighters over here is as big as they say they are, they should be able to do that. In a bigger country, because you have a bigger pool. He's what you say Conor's going to struggle at welterweight. Yeah. I mean, Conor's definitely flawed. You know what I mean? Shout out to Al Money. Salute, fam. Oakley Bull in the building. He said, Coach, will you be attending the card this weekend? Nah, I ain't gonna be there. Yeah, I don't care about no Roller Romero, so. Shout out to Brandy. Brandy, what's going on, Brandy? Yeah, the Saudis put on pretty much this fight last night in the UK. They're putting on the fight next weekend. They're putting on Canelo fight. They're putting on Crawford and Canelo. They're putting on rematch between Ben and Chris Eubanks. They putting on it seems like they're gonna continue to keep putting on events. They're killing the game. Yeah, Dubois. They're putting on Dubois and Usyk. Yep. They're putting on the trilogy between Beterbiev and Bivol. I think what it is again, they're killing it on the impressions. And if you don't know anything about how does internet stuff work, they are dominating the game on impressions. Which, you get what I'm saying? Like, they dominate the game on impressions. Yeah. Yeah. He say, Coach, is the Alcatraz event still happening? Nah, I don't know nothing about that. Kenny, what you say, fam? You say, yeah, all over social media. Yeah, just dominating the internet in general. Whether it's social media, whether it's just different websites, they're gonna dominate. They're gonna dominate the talk. Which in social media, that's huge. You buy into it early. Cause basically you just social media is all about attention. So basically you just paying for attention, one way, form, or fashion. Ali said, you going to New York for the fight, coach? No, I'm not going. I'm not going. New way fight on a Sunday. Yep. Which is cool because I think we have fights Saturday, next Saturday, and then we have something to look at Sunday. So I think that's cool. New way not really known over here like that, so I think this is his fourth fight in America though. I think this is his fourth fight. Hell, the fighters that's from over here not known like that, so you know what I mean? Walter Boss say Boston is back. Yeah, absolutely. Boston popping right now. Boston is popping. Boston is more global. More global now. Seeing talent from all over the world. The boxing landscape has changed. American boxing went down. The culture, we don't have a boxing culture anymore. That's over with, but it's picked up everywhere else. So that's all that matters. Picked up in Japan. Mexico still holding it down. The UK holding it down. It's picking up in other places. So, which is good. Deals say they had what they say, I show speed. Deal, what'd you say? You said you're going to see more U.S. fighters go to the U.K. I mean, they should. They should. I was telling Bud that. I was like, man, bro, like, you seen how you went to the UK, how the fans are screaming and stuff like that? Bro, you should go back over there and fight. You should go over there and fight. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of the American fighters, it's not going to be the big name fighters. The big name fighters, they too much. Well, it depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends because Turk Al-Sheikh is in the game. You might be right, fam. Turk Al-Sheikh is in the game now, so anything is possible with him. Because these fighters are grotesquely getting overpaid, but the Saudis don't care. They don't care about that. They got money to burn, so. And I see what they're doing. They're locking it down. They're playing the long game. They're locking it down. And when you play the long game, you got to have long money. Lord, you say you thought the fight was a draw? No, I thought Chris won. I mean, I picked him to win, but I'm not saying that because I picked him. I thought he won. Walter Boss said he's doing the same thing with all sports, from soccer to boxing. Yep. Boxing persons say that was definitely pay-per-view worthy yesterday. Yeah, and it didn't cost you $80. You didn't have to pay $80 to watch it. Yeah, you didn't have to pay $80 to watch it, so you get what I'm saying? I know Tottenham was lit. Yeah. I know Tottenham was lit, boy. I just saw like the crowd, the audience. It was like they was lit. Anthony Yard. You know, I didn't see Anthony Yard. I only saw the main event. I heard that though. I heard that the Anthony Yard fight was trash. Yeah, the ring walks. Now the ring walk was crazy. Yeah, the ring walk was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. The ring walk was crazy, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, they could have kept that trilogy there. Silvestri, salute. John Doe say great fight last night. Yeah, I totally agree. Main event. Yeah, we'll see how that work out. The whole undercard was weak. Unlaced shoes. Yeah. Wow. You know what? Unlaced shoes. I didn't see the card. I didn't get a chance to see the card. So you know what? I will say this though. You're right about that. When Eubank Senior pulled up and he was walking out with his son. When Eubank Senior had pulled up, you get what I'm saying? It was like it was epic. It kind of like was nostalgia. It's like, you know, get what I'm saying? Yeah. It was kind of like, man, Eubank, you get what I'm saying? You know, all of the that was dope. That was dope. That was dope. Because it came out of nowhere. Said Eubank Senior brought that energy that Junior needed to win. Yeah. He said, "You hear about Usyk announcement?" Yep, I heard about it. We just spoke about it. Shout out to Unlaced Shoes. He said, "Pop showing face with the cherry on the top." Yeah, I totally agree. He said, "Who do you think win between Berlanga and Shiraz?" Berlanga. Big John Doe. He said, "Anthony Yard remind me of one of those PBC hype jobs." Hey, why you say that? Hold on, what'd you say, fam? He said Eubank Senior and Junior did their thing? Yeah. You know, when Senior came out, it was iffy. Iffy say Yard is basically a UK hype job. Damn. He said Yard too inactive. Yeah, you know what? I think they are Yard he fought Kovalev, fought Beterbiev. So I mean, you can say that they I guess maybe they're carefully selecting, you know, I don't know, because he did fight Kovalev and he fought Beterbiev, but outside of Kovalev and Beterbiev, what do you feel? You feel that he has a well orchestrated career? Yeah, when y'all fought Beterbiev, yeah, that was it. Sports prediction, salute, fam. Big John Doe said Beterbiev beat the brakes off of him. Oh, that was a good fight. Unless Shoes say, did you see the Bucks got at Sanders? Oh, yeah, I mean, we don't care nothing about that. We really don't care nothing about that, to be honest with you. All we care about is when they play, when they get on the field, can they execute? Yeah, down here, in Tampa, we don't care nothing about that. Sanders, Robinson, Williams, Smith, I don't give a damn who it is. He just another player down here. He just another player down here. He said him fighting all three of them helped keep him in check in the UK. Okay. If he said if you remove Lyndon Arthur from Yard's record, it looks real padded. Possibility. Possibility. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing a football podcast, not on this channel, but I got my homeboy. He got a football podcast. I'm gonna be hosting it with him every weekend. So, my main man. I started back watching football this year. I started watching some of it last year, like the playoffs, like the last 4 weeks of the season before the playoffs. Yeah. He said, "Where does Ben go now?" Well, Ben said that either he'll rematch Chris Eubank because they have a rematch clause. He said either rematch or he'll go down to 147 and target Mario Barrios. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, Chris Eubank and Mario Barrios. I think Mario Barrios is a better, he's a better boxer than Conor Benn, but Conor Benn has that power. So, no. Daniel said, I think Ben could beat Barrios. Ben, what did you say, FED? FESD, you say Ben doesn't want to go back down to 147. The money is a deal like yesterday's fight. I would say this, Ben is the cash cow in the welterweight division after last night's fight. There's no fighter in America that can sell tickets like Conor Benn can in the UK. He can't. And if he get a big name fighter, yeah. Last night made Conor Benn, even though he lost, it kind of like took him to the next stratosphere. Over there in the UK, over here in America, no. But ain't nobody popping over here in America, so none. I can't think of no American fighter popping like that. So. But over there, yeah, he that guy. He said nobody paying for being in the pay-per-views over here. They don't have to. They don't have to as long as he doing that live gate. As long as he doing the gate that they did last night, that's all that matters. See, that's what matters. That right there. You get what I'm saying? That's what Booger Ray Leonard say. He said it's about putting butts in seats. That's what Leonard Ellerby say. Yeah. Black Chief said, you think the rematch will be better than the first fight? I mean, I don't know if it'll be better, but I think it's going to be good. Yeah, man. Yeah, boxing is big in the UK than America. They have a boxing culture in the UK. We don't have a boxing culture in America anymore. That culture died. That culture died after De La Hoya retired, Floyd left, Floyd retired. The boxing culture is done over in America. The culture, I'm telling you, the culture has definitely changed. From when I grew up, the excitement, the parties, all the stuff we used to do for fights, yeah, that's over. This is the social media era of boxing. The social media era of boxing now. And I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with it. I don't have an issue with it myself. Shout out to Moeezy. He said, how you like the greatest fight ever yesterday, Coach? That's your opinion. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. It's a good fight. I liked it. What you say, WMS? He said the Mike Tyson fight parties were always wild as fuck. Yeah, listen, it ain't nothing like a Tyson fight party. It ain't nothing like a Tyson fight party. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Mike Tyson fight parties was off the chain. People going to the malls. You know, we're gonna go to the shopping mall, get an outfit. Women going to get their hair done. Everybody going to the barbershop, getting trimmed up, getting their little outfits, whatever. Going to the fight parties. You get what I'm saying? It was an entire vibe. You get what I'm saying? It was a vibe. G5 said that was an old school fight. Yeah, that was a great fight. Great fight. He said, you watching the NBA playoffs? No, I ain't watching. I haven't watched basketball since it's been a while, bro. It's been a while. I want to say like 2016, 17, somewhere around there. When they started that woke shit, yeah, I stopped watching all that shit. Then my team, the Lakers, so we got LeBron. I don't like LeBron. I ain't never been a LeBron fan like that, so you know, I kind of like disengaged. Say, Coach, did you like Deion Sanders back in the day? Yeah, I like Deion. Deion, Florida boy. Yeah, I like Deion. He from Fort Myers. Florida boy. Yeah. Yeah, man, Florida boy, man, prime time. So I'm thinking about watching soccer. Switch it up when things get boring. In boxing. There's a lot of stuff cracking in boxing, fam. It's just that some people only watch certain fighters in certain weight divisions. Like, if you like the popular fighters, like a Tank Davis or whoever, and that's all you watch, Only time you ready to talk about boxing, then it's not lit to you because your favorite fighter is not fighting enough. Like you watch other weight divisions, they popping fights, and then with hell with Turk Al-Sheik in the game, we getting so many fights right now, bro. Like it seems like we got fights every weekend. Now every weekend it's not all big fights, but then you got Pro Box doing their thing. Pro Box doing a really really good job. You know, PBC they working with Turk Al-Sheik, so their fighters are getting on more fight cards, which is good for them. Al still gonna get his 30%. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of flowing right now. How do you react? He said you got Yard versus Benavidez, if happen. Yard Benavidez. Yeah, I hear you, Keenan. Yeah, I hear you, fam. Watch all the boxing. He said the production of boxing in the UK is thousands times better than anything done over here. Yeah, I mean, anything Turk Al-Sheik is involved in is going to be top notch. But again, as I said before, the UK is a culture. It's a fighting culture. Over here in America, boxing is just something to do. Oh yeah, just something to do if I don't feel like doing nothing else. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Bruce Gas. It's definitely different now over here. But again, I'm not complaining. I'm glad it's different. I'm glad it's popping. I'm glad it's popping other places. Yeah, I'm not tripping at all. I'm glad it's doing that. I'm glad, UK doing their thing, and you get what I'm saying, and Riyadh season. I'm glad all that. I'm not tripping at all. Turn my lights on. Or do I want to have this one on? Which one I want to have on? Probably have that one on right there. Big John don't say that's different. Yeah. Legacy say comeback sports is a beautiful thing. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure, fam. Yeah, man. What to say? You say a lot of that's due to Anthony Joshua and Amir Khan that kept boxing alive in the UK. Yeah, Joshua brought the heavyweight division back in the UK, over there in the UK. He did that, especially when he became the unified champion, and then he beat Klitschko and all that stuff there on the way to that. Yeah, he did that. And then in America, Wilder was the one that brought the heavyweight division back in America. I mean, they gave him. He had a well, as Don House would say, a well orchestrated career. He had damn near 40 fights before he fought for a title. So, damn near he was 35-0, something like that. Before he fought for a title. Unless you say to this day. Yeah, man, to this day, fam. Big John don't say Wilder brought back big time boxing. I'm the one brought you back to big time boxing. I brought you back. You know what I mean? When I found you, what do you say? When I found you, you were like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you back to big time boxing. I brought you back. You know what I mean? He said, I brought you back. I'm the one found you and provided. I'm the one provided for you and put food on your table for your family to eat. You know what I mean? And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. When I found you was strung out on coke, contemplate about killing yourself. He said, you like, Wilder brought the man back. Wilder bragging about bringing the man back. That pretty much ended his career. hey, he bragging about, I brought you back. Yeah, you brought him back. That was the worst thing you could have did, man. You put, hey, that was the worst thing you could have did. Bring Tyson Fury back, man. You ain't been the same since. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Somebody said Fury with the cherry pick. That was a cherry pick that went wrong, boy. Cherry pick that went wrong. Yeah, man. You was, you was struck out on coke. When I found you were like a big house. Contemplate about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you back to big time. Hey, he said it with a chest too. Hey, don't you ever forget who brought you back to big time boxing. Hey, he said it with his chest, boy. Hey, shout out to Marcus King. He said, all facts, smoking indeed. Man, hey. Hey, he said, Coach, you talking crazy to someone like Wilder. Did Fury, he just smiling at you. Do not get nervous. Man, that shit was hilarious, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, it kind of reminded me of, yeah, man, he ain't fought nobody, man. Man, he ain't fought. Who he fought? Man, he ain't fought nobody, man. Who he fought? Who he fought better than Chris Algieri? Who he fought better than Chris Algieri? Man, he ain't fought nobody, man. Man, who he fought? Man, look, I fought Danny Garcia. I fought Mikey. I fought Sean Porter. I fought Kell Brook. I fought you fought Kell Brook too, but he was damn as good. Well, yeah, but he was damn good when you fought him too. Yeah, but that was fresh. He ain't even weight drain. Yeah, but anyway, back to what I was saying, man, you ain't fought nobody, man. I did all the heavy lifting. I said that. Hey, I didn't do. I did all the heavy lifting. Oh, you did, huh? I appreciate that. That's cool. I appreciate that. I'm glad you did. Did heavy lifting, huh? All right. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, Wilder funny though, bro. Wilder funny, fam. Wilder funny, man. Like that dude, man. Man, that dude funny, bro. That dude is hilarious, fam. Like Wilder is he's a walking soundbite. Wilder is a walking soundbite. Yeah. Hey, Wilder is a walking soundbite. Like I'm like, man, Wilder funny than motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What he says, we don't believe. When has he ever knocked somebody out? Huh? Man got pillow for fists. He ain't knocked nobody out. You know what I mean? You got to always be aware when somebody says what he gonna do and he does what he says inside the ring. Man, the Martin said, what you say? You say, Coach, that idiot Elliott asked Robert Garcia who he wants to win and was shocked. Robert said, Bud. He said, I know him. I don't know Canelo. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Robert Garcia didn't know Canelo. They should say, what, you don't believe in Google? He say, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. Don't everybody believe in Google? Hey, he said Malik Scott has been ripping them off, and Wilder still hasn't realized it yet. Well, I won't say Malik Scott been ripping them off. I think Malik Scott has given Wilder everything he wanted. Wilder wanted a yes man. He wanted somebody to tell him what he wanted to hear. So Malik Scott just fed into his ego. Malik Scott gave Wilder everything he wanted. You get what I'm saying? He gave him everything he wanted. Wilder got to be held accountable for his own actions. He gave him what he wanted. Oh, he said Robert Garcia said he known Crawford since the amateurs. That is true. Canelo, it's never been more than just a high and by. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, fam. Marcus King said ever since he left Mark Breland, he's never recovered. Yeah, man. You know what? Ever since he left Mark Breland, he don't have the jab anymore. He don't have the jab anymore. You know what I mean? So I kind of noticed that. Yeah. Shout out to Willie Sumlin. Salute, fam. Big John Doe said he got a nasty spin move. Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is, fam. It went away from the jab, so. And then too, that's the thing, like, the brother rich now, coming from Alabama, cost of living is not that high there. He's living good. He's getting, he's swimming in exotic women. I mean, getting some of the bad red bones money can buy. So he got bad red bones, you know what I mean? He waking up in that mansion, driving around town in his Rolls Royce, flying around on private jets. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what it is right now. Shout out to Brandy. That's just what it is right now, fam. Big John don't say bro taught him to dance and do spin moves. And he fired an Olympic trainer. Man, bro, how you get rid of Mark Breland, one of the baddest? I mean, that 1984 Olympic team, man, shoot, how you do that, fam? How you get rid of Mark Breland for Malik Scott? And listen, I already know the answer to it. I know the answer to it, Malik Scott had them put that talk game on him. Hey, look here, baby boy. Baby boy, check this out. Baby boy. Hey, you know what, Deontay? A person of your caliber, with your boxing IQ. Listen, Malik Scott is the one. Malik Scott was the one who said that Wilder has fought 10 times more battles. He's 10 times more skilled than Ali than ever was inside the ring, and he's fought 10 times more battles than Ali outside the ring. That was Malik Scott told him that. So once he told Wilder that, Wilder was sold. So Malik Scott worked on Deontay Wilder's mental, his psyche. Once he got in here, which it ain't hard to do. He's from Alabama. That's it. You know what I mean? So he went in there and went in his head and told him, yeah, baby boy, you know what I mean? Wilder, man, like, just look at it. Ali wasn't facing punchers like you. Like, you the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of the heavyweight division. And what you think would have happened if you would have just caught Ali one time? You know what, Malik? That's why I like you, Malik, because you be keeping it real. You keeps it real. So Malik was just telling Wilder, what he wanted to hear. That's all. You keeps it real, All we got to do, Deontay, is just get back to how it was. You had a monster jab. I want to turn you more into a boxer now. Because you already have great footwork. The way you do that spin move in training, like, it ain't too many people can do a 360 spin move, stop on the dime, and like Michael Jackson. Ain't too many people can do that. So I think if we can incorporate that into your boxing skills because your ring IQ is so high. Like, bro, I can imagine the conversation Malik Scott had with this fool, man. I said, yeah, Malik Scott put that good talk game on him, boy. He put that talk game on him. Put that talk game on him. Yeah, he got him. Got him. Yeah, hey, you don't put that talk game on him, boy. Yep. So yeah, put that talk game on. That's pretty much. He said, who's the biggest puncher? I have no idea. Who do you think the biggest puncher is? Big John don't say, all we got to do is, that's all they say. All we got to do is lay in that right hand now. Hey, shout out to Ali. Nigga doing 360. Oh, man. Max, who you got, Tank or Shakur? I mean, are they fighting? Are you talking about a fantasy fight? Are they fighting? Do they have a contract to fight each other? Or are you talking about fantasy? Hey, I don't like doing fantasies. You get what I'm saying? Ask me that question. Ask me that question when they fight. all these fantasy matches. All these goddamn. Hey, all these fantasy matches. Hey, they throwing hands in the UK. They throwing hands in the UK. We got to sit back and worry about fantasy matches. Now, what who you think will win if they would all these fantasy matches hypothetical? Yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. Hey, look, we just saw they threw some hands last night. They were throwing hands last night. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the top name fighters. Top name fighters. You know what I mean? The big name fighters. We need the big name fighters over here to do that. They were throwing hands last night, man. Lamar say Wilder should fight Francis and Ngannou. Hey, you know what, man? I think, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that might be a 50-50 fight. If Wilder and Francis and Ngannou fight each other, I think that's 50-50. I think that's 50-50, bro, for real. All jokes aside, fam, I think that's a 50-50 fight right there. Yeah, I think that's 50-50. Shout out to Spencer Brandon. He said Crawford or Canelo. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to lean towards Canelo because he's the bigger fighter. He's used to fighting in that weight class. But I normally try to find out what's going on in training camp. Like, that's kind of like one of my secrets I do when I make picks on fights as well. I try to find out what's going on in training camp, make a couple of phone calls, just see what's going on, how this guy training, what his diet looking like, what's the game plan, what they've been working, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So when that fight get close, I'll be able to know a little bit more information. Cooker with Sir Scene, salute, fam. Big John Doe, he said when Ness gets to doing fantasy fights, I gotta go. He too much with all that. I can't get emotionally invested in like play. This is play. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The play fighting. Yeah, man. Who you think will win? Listen, hold on. Who you think will win really now on a real fight, real street fight, dog? Who you think will win between Iron Man and Batman? Like when I hear these matches like that, Shakur and Tank, that's like asking me who I think will win out of if Megatron and Optimus Prime fought each other right now, who you got? You get what I'm saying? That's kind of like asking me that. If Vegeta and Goku was real, and they really fought each other in real life, who you think will win that fight? You get what I'm saying? Somebody asked me something about sparring. No, I didn't see no sparring. I don't see no sparring, bro. Yeah. Vibe said I got mine on Optimus. You see the blueprint to beat Conor Benn is on full display after yesterday, and he's meant to be a prospect. Conor Benn selling tickets. Conor Benn, hey, listen. Conor Benn and Chris Eubank did 65,000 plus last night. They did 65,000 plus. As Booker Ray Leonard say, it's about putting butts in seats. That's what Leonard Ellerby said. Who am I to argue with Booker Ray? Booker Ray say it's about putting butts in seats. Who am I to argue with that? You get what I'm saying? That's what Booker Ray say. But tomorrow we're gonna have a good show tomorrow. He said, Coach, I'm telling you, the tickets were not because of Conor Benn. I mean, it takes two to tango, fam. You say the tickets were not because of Conor Benn. So if Chris Eubanks would have just pulled up by himself last night, he could have did 65,000 by himself. He could have did 65,000 plus by himself. That's what you're saying? So, I mean, both of those guys did 65,000 plus last night. So somebody was interested in watching them. He said it was the nostalgia from their dads that sold the tickets. I mean, that's what you say, but I don't think you represent the entire UK. He said GoBots versus Transformers. Oh, Transformers. Transformers, yeah. He said fighting in clauses is wild. He said the fathers had a role in settling the fights for sure. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but fact of the matter is they did 65,000 plus. And they put on a hell of a fight. So the father was in the ring throwing hands. And didn't nobody even know that Chris Eubank Sr. was going to be there until the fight started. You get what I'm saying? So Cedric said Manny Pacquiao's son fought last week and he didn't sell 65,000 seats. What it said, Green Eyes Peace said they had other fighters on the card as well. Yeah, they did. They had other fighters on that card. You're right about that. DT, what's going on, fam? They had other fighters on that card. Yeah, you know what, Green Eyes Peace? I didn't see the undercard. I saw the main event, but I didn't see the undercard. Rod say why Eubank celebrated like he won a belt. Yeah, I don't think he cared about winning the belt. I think he celebrated because that was a lot of pressure on him. You gotta understand, like the coach over there in the UK, the Benn family, between Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr. and stuff like that. From a historical standpoint and nostalgia standpoint, you get what I'm saying? Like that fight meant a lot over there, for the entire culture of the boxing culture in the UK. So that's the perspective that I'm looking at it from. You get what I'm saying? Like belts don't mean nothing, so I don't think he care nothing about no belt. Belts don't mean anything anymore. Them belt days over with. Well, in America, anyways, it's over with in America. So that fight was bigger than the belt. Yeah. Oh, boy. Mr. G4L, they say the Triple G of the UK. Now I hope. Chris Eubank fight broke. I just love the fact that man, that they have a great boxing culture over there. Like, I love that, bro. I love the fact that they have a boxing coach over there. It's like, man, I want to go to one of them stadiums so bad. Shout out to Spencer Brandon. He say, I'm a dad who never fought growing up. I'm 38 now with children. One boy, three girls. One boy, three girls. I want him to learn how to fight because I was bullied growing up. I don't want him to experience that. It's taking him to a boxing gym. Fake. I don't understand what you're trying to say. What do you mean is taking him to the boxing gym fake? I don't understand what you mean by that. Like, ask yourself that question. You said you want your son to learn how to defend himself because you got bullied growing up. And then you ask the question, is taking him to the boxing gym fake? Ask yourself that question and ask yourself, do that sound right? Like, how could taking your son to the boxing gym be fake when the whole premise of you taking him to the boxing gym is for him to learn how to defend, for him to learn how to defend himself? He said, Coach, are you going to Vegas to watch a new way? Nah, I won't be there. He said, Coach, do you think Benavidez and Canelo will happen? Nope. Will it sell out American Stadium? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because the key word you said in that whole thing is if, and that's another fantasy fight. That's another fantasy fight. So Canelo and Benavidez is a fight. That fight that happened just like Tank and Shakur Stevens or Tank or Keyshawn Davis fight happened. That'll never happen in life. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Spencer. He said, because I never learned. Well, I mean, you can learn now. I mean, that doesn't make you fake. I mean, you can learn now. You get what I'm saying? Shit, when I was growing up, you got bullied. You had to overcome it somehow, and eventually what happens is you start fighting, you start losing fights, and then eventually you keep fighting, and then you learn how to fight. Then the dudes who was beating you up in the past, you start whooping their ass. You know what I mean? He say too early to get your fights, your prediction on fights this weekend. I mean, I got the only prediction I can give you two. I got Ryan Garcia knocking Rolly Romero block off. I had that, and then I have Devin Haney. I have Devin Haney winning. I have Haney winning by decision. And the T.O. fight, I don't know. To me, that fight really intrigues me. That Barbosa fight, yeah, it really, really intrigues me. He said, best advice, close your eyes and swing first like hell. Nah, that ain't no best advice. Never close your eyes. Yeah, never close your eyes. That's the worst advice you can tell somebody. Close your eyes and swing. Why would he close his eyes? I mean, your eyes is the most important aspect of fighting. I don't care how good you fight. If you can't see, it don't mean nothing. The most important element of fighting is being able to see. If you close your eyes, you defeat the entire purpose. Yeah, man, just close your eyes and swing, dog. Close your eyes and swing. For real? Yeah. Did you hit him? No, I ain't hit him. I swung hard, but I ain't feel nothing. Next thing I know, I was knocked out. I got punched, and I was knocked out. When I woke up, the dude was standing over me. What happened? Well, I closed my eyes and swung at him, but apparently I missed. Yeah, of course you missed. You close your eyes. Shout out to Tough Blood Boxing. He said, what you say? He said, you got your respect with throwing hands, win, lose, or draw. It was about standing up for yourself. Yeah. Facts. That was a different era. Different era. Yeah, we woke up, you got respect. You got respect throwing hands, bro. Lamar said, you're going to walk right into something you wish you would avoid it. Yeah, man. You know what, man? Barbosa's kind of like a wild card to me. Yeah, he's kind of like a wild card to me on Les Shoes. Like, I really don't think much of him, but he keep winning. He keep winning, fam. Like, fights that you think, oh yeah, he gonna lose this fight, he'll win. Oh yeah, he gonna lose this fight, he'll win. It's like, he find ways to win, bro. So I'm kind of like, yeah. I'm kind of like, keep finding, He said Barbosa is the Mexican Cambosos. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah? That's what Martin say. He the Mexican Cambosos? Brandon he say, what the hell are these trolls on today? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not even paying them any attention. I already know they gonna get blocked, so it's part of the same person. Just create multiple accounts. Create another account. We know you will. Martin say nothing special. Yeah, man, Barbosa, I just, I don't know. And Mr. G4L say Barbosa was trash. Pedraza 2.0. He say the man trash. No, man, the man ain't trash. The man trash. Hey, you know what? He on that Golden Boy diet too, though, but he been winning, man. He on that Golden Boy diet, so, Yeah. He on that Golden Boy diet, so you get what I'm saying? It's like every time I pick against him, I'm like, man, he probably gonna lose that. He keep winning, so I don't know, man. I don't know. This might be T.O. and George Cambosos 2.0 right here. This might be T.O. and George Cambosos all over again. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He say top rank let undefeated Barbosa walk. Oh yeah. Mike Lawrence say Barbosa is an average AB fighter with no power. Hey, look here, man. Listen, what was George Cambosos? What was Killer Cam? Hey, what was Killer Cam, fam? Killer Cam was average too. You get what I'm saying? Killer Cam was average as well. He came to New York and shocked the world. You get what I'm saying? We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. Hey, he say, this is different. We got Jennifer Lopez, we got Malumba, we got J. Benn, you know what I mean? Doja Cat, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, Doja Cat, we got J-Lo, you get what I'm saying, baby? Daddy Yankee, we brought him back, Daddy's back. You get what I'm saying, baby? Hey, hey, man. Hey, dog, go Barbosa, man. Hey, y'all. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? We got J. Benn, you know what I mean? Bad Bunny, You know, J-Lo, baby. You know what I mean? Fat Joe, the Terror Squad. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Mark Anthony, Doja Cat, baby, Daddy Yankee. You get what I'm saying? We back. We back, baby. Hey. I'm like, look, man, Doja Cat never can't get the ring and fight for you, dog. All right, listen. J-Lo ain't gonna be in there throwing no hands. J Balvin ain't gonna be in there throwing no hands. Daddy Yankee ain't gonna be throwing no, bro. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you and this dude right here, dog. So, you know. I mean, I hear your name dropping. You name dropping. You know what I mean? But they listen. They can't get in the ring and fight for you. He say 6-figure Johnny has the unset. I guess you trying to say upset of all time. Hey man, 6-figure Johnny man back working at a 9-to-5 job, dog. Man, my dog working at a 9-to-5, dog. Like he doing security. Like I'm talking about top flight security. He ain't got no badge or nothing. Well, he got a badge. He don't have a gun. I'm like, how you doing unarmed security? Johnny Rice is like 6'5", 280, about 280. Like, how you doing? You get what I'm saying? Man, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they got my dog. They got my dog 6-figure Johnny, man. I'm trying to get my dog on one of them Riyadh season cars, man. Say, Johnny, look here, baby. I got you, baby. I don't talk to the Sheik. Turk out the Sheik. I don't talk to him. We gonna get you on the Riyadh season card. Now you know Turk out the Sheik. They matchmake hard now. They don't do easy matchmaking. I was listening to Turk out the Sheik. No, I was listening to one of his partners. That's a part of the Riyadh season thing. A part of the company that they use in the launch in the Riyadh season. I think it was a white guy from the UK or something like that. He said, "Yeah, man, we do our own matchmaking over here. We after we put the money up for the fights or whatever, we like tough matches. So they do their own matchmaking, and I think that's what a couple of these American fighters that's over here in America, is a couple of them. They work for a certain promotional company. They have certain fighters fight on Riyadh season, but it's a couple of fighters that they keeping away from Riyadh season." Because they won't be able to protect these fighters with the matchmaking. They're like, nah, these are 2 stars over here. You know what I mean? We can't let them go over there. So, and I think those star fighters are hiding behind that particular promotional outfit. Because, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're not going, nah, it ain't going to be no easy matchups. It ain't going to be no easy matchmaking. Nah, dog. No, you finna fight this dude. If you want this money, you gotta do this who you got to fight. Yep. Yeah, that's who you got to fight, dog. This who you gotta throw hands with. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kendall Price. Tough glove boxing. Yeah, man. He said Nick said Promotions don't do easy fights, coach. We cherry picking over here. We cherry picking. You know what I mean? We cherry picking over here. You can pad your record over here. Just stay away from Hippity. Hippity, you know what I mean? Because Hippity throwing them paws. He throwing them. He front foot dominant. He on the front foot. He got great footwork. And he chunking them. Hippity ain't playing. He throwing them. Like, it's whatever with Hippity. However you want to do it. And Hippity got a fan-friendly style. Gonna sit right there and fight in the pocket. Man. Shout out to Jamie. Yeah, man. Yeah. He said, all my life I had to fight Sophia. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like, bro, these niggas throwing hands, fam. Like, that's all I'm talking about. Conor Benn lost last night. But he don't lose any fans. You know, it's the effort. You know what I mean? People gonna be like, yeah, man, that nigga, he fought. That's all people want to know. And is you gonna fight? Yeah, he gonna fight, dog. He throwing hands. He gonna fight. He throwing hands, dog. Okay, that's all I need to know, dog. He throwing hands. That's it. Even if you lose, if you give it an effort, you give us a good fight. I said that dude fought, though. That was a good fight. I want to see him again. You get what I'm saying? People want the effort. That's all. Curtis say, he said Turkey got rematch for Conor versus Eubank fast. No, they already had a rematch clause. So when they signed on to fight each other last night, it was already an automatic rematch. The loser can activate the rematch. So since Conor being lost, he can activate it, or he can walk away from it. It depends. It's on him. Yeah, man. He said, how does Conor do versus Tio and Keyshawn? Keyshawn fight at 135. And how he'll do versus Tio, the only way we can find out the answer to that, they got to fight each other. He said, Coach, missed you live for the fight yesterday, fam. No, I didn't go live yesterday. I was busy. Mr. Holmes said, Eubank's trying to retire. I mean, bro, like, he 35 now. Eubanks ain't really fought nobody in his career. But, you know, the way boxing is now, I don't know, man. Like, I heard they made some big money last night. Conor Benn and Chris Eubank, I heard they made some big money last night, so they may run it back. Both of them went through hell. So, he said he want to run it back in September. He's talking about 5 months from now. 5 months from now. So, both of them they punished each other last night. Good Eyes Peace say they saying Chris and Conor ended up in the hospital last night. Yeah. I think both of them. You know, when you have fighters who have a fight like that, you have to go to the hospital. You have to go to the hospital. That's obligatory. I mean, that's what you have to do. You know, when you have a fighters who have a fight like that, both men have to go to the hospital because you got to run the CAT scan. You got to make sure there ain't no blood clotting in your brain or all of that. You know. RJ said, I can honestly say that I'm not disappointed with all that happened this year. Yeah, man. You know, I mean, boxing is really fun to watch when you take away. When you take out the emotions out of it. Brandy say, I missed that fight. Damn, it was that good. Yeah, no, it was that good. It was that good, Brandy. It was that good. It was that good. Yeah, I think it could be candidate for fight of the year so far. That fight, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, again, that fight right there. I think it was another fight that was banging this year too. That could have been fight of the year candidate. That's there as well. I'm talking about it was a banger. So we'll see. We'll see. That might be it. That might be it so far. I don't know. I got to go back and look at the fights that happened so far this year. The ones that stood out. You say Bossy versus Smith. Shout out to Brandy, Daniel Agnew. Willie Sumner, salute fam. What you say? Oh, you talking to Jamie? Yeah, man, we're gonna rock out about another 5 minutes, man. I'm sitting here, man, just gotta go iron some clothes. I got me a new desk right now. I have a new desk. I'm sitting in some. My desk is a U. First, I had this big bulky desk that I had for a while. That was right here. So I ended up moving it to the garage. Gonna put it on offer up and sell it or whatever. And now I had to put this desk together last week. Last weekend I put this entire desk together. And now it's a U. So I'm sitting inside the U. I'm still decorating my office, so still decorating. Shout out to Summer in November. Summer, what's going on? He said, you looking forward to this weekend, Coach? We got a triple header. Yeah. This weekend gonna be good, man. Weekend gonna be good, man. I'm gonna sit back. I gotta sit back and if there are any fights during the daytime, I'm not covering any fights during the daytime. I'm gonna cover the. We gonna do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday night and Sunday night. We gonna do that. She say, Coach, you gotta watch the movie Sinners. That movie is good. Yeah, you know what? I haven't been to the movie theater in a while. I need to go back. My life is so boring. I have a boring life. Trust me. I have a boring life. I like going to the movies, though. When I do go, I like going. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go check that out. I haven't heard anything really about it until I was on the Boston Voice and I heard Ness arguing with somebody about it. I said, okay, they arguing, they yelling and screaming. So yeah, man. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. Shout out to JMD, Brandy, Summer in November, SP got beat, salute fam. Shout out to Mr. G4L. Yep. SP got beats. I ended up being one of the sponsors of I think Ness got Border Wars coming up in Wisconsin. So I ended up being one of the sponsors. I wanted to get a bigger package, but I couldn't. Not right now. I wanted to get a bigger package, but I gave him my word I was going to sponsor his Border Wars, be one of the sponsors. So, I did that. I wish I could have. I wish I could have. Got a bigger package. RJ said they be so hurt. Who be hurt, fam? I don't know. Know what I like? What I do, I ain't gonna lie. I listen to the Bossa Voice, right? And I like listening to his callers because they be crying all the time. They cry about everything. They cry about everything over there. Like, yeah, man, this man, I'm just saying, I don't like the fact that, and I don't, man, I'm like, man, these dudes be crying about everything. Man, crying about everything, dog. Like, cry. Dang, that's all they do. What you crying about now, man? God damn. Yeah, man, the fight, it wasn't really all that. And, man, I wasn't going to pay for that, this and that. Okay, you didn't pay for it. Fine. It didn't stop those 67,000 people from being there. Didn't stop all the impressions that event got. you know, boxing is shifted. You know what I mean? So it's other places now, fam. We had our run. We had our run over here in America. We had our run. We had our run for a while, but that's over with now. The culture, the boxing. There's no boxing culture. It's dead. We had our run. We still gonna have good. We still gonna have fights and stuff like that, but that culture is gone. Boxing culture is gone. It's hasta la vista, hasta luego. Yeah. Yeah, man. He's what he say. He say stop listening to emotions around those guys. Yeah, them dudes emotional, boy. They, yo, man, oh man, you know, I don't like turkey on the cheek, and man, you can't even do it like this, and you know, it's like these dudes. It's like they wake up. They are professional complainers. Professional complainers, literally. You get what I'm saying? Professional complainers. Like, they need to complain about everything. He said, "What's going on with the PBC? Is Bob Arum going to own them now?" I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean? What's going on with the PBC? Is Bob Arum going to own them? Like, what are you talking about? Daniel said, "Hell yeah, they complain too much. I got tired of hearing it too." Hey, you know, it's hey, shout out to Prayers. Prayers, what's going on, fam? It's funny though. He said I have to pick and choose when to listen to TBV. Now, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny. They have me laughing. I be like, man, what? I be in the gym on the Stairmaster, right? I be doing like 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I just listen because it help my time go by fast. I say, man, what these niggas crying about now? They just be crying, bro. Crying. I'm like, man, and then Ness got them. They pay him to cry. He told me that's what I should have done. He said, man, you need to have them pay, man. Like when they want to call the show, and counterpunch. You got to have them pay, coach. Ness told me to do that a long time ago. Yeah, man, they want to argue, debate, whatever. Yeah, you got to do it like this. He told me that. Like, man. He said Pro Box is about to pass PBC. Yeah, Pro Box is, you know. Pro Box doing their thing. RJ said they be crying about somebody else's pocket, too. Bro, I listen to Boston Boys. They be crying about, yeah, man, you know, and Tank, and see, this the thing, right? See, he really the cash cow, and Lamont Roach can't be negotiating because he really don't bring nothing to the table. And see, the people came to the show to fight because and Tank getting like 15, 20 million, and Lamont Roach got to understand, yeah, he ain't get but $500,000, but he got $12 million in publicity. So he gonna get the publicity on the back end, and he'll be able to parlay. Bro, like they got managers, promoters, matchmakers. They got everything over there. They know Al Heyman personally. They representatives of Al Heyman. I'm like, bro. Tough Love say the ring Grand Prince was pretty good. Did you see any of the fights? Yeah, I saw the main event. That's it. I saw the main event. That's all. Sonny Chiba said they know Al. Man, they. Yeah, they just professional complainers, bro. They just like to complain. It's over with. It's over with, man. Like, yeah, man, you know. And they like to complain, and they hate us. They hate on, if America ain't doing it, oh, no, forget that. If their favorite promotional company not doing the fight, they hating on anything outside of that. You know, if it's pro PBC, they hate on anything. PBC only put 2 fights on this so far this year. You do know that, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna just hate on anything else and wait on them to put on another fight. And I got to wait on them to put another fight on. You know they may not put another fight on till next year. Well, no, we got Fundora coming up. Yeah, but that shit trash. Ain't nobody caring about that. Yeah, but know what we got to do? I'm like, yeah, these dudes just be crying. These dudes just be crying. Shout out to Summer November. Shout out to Superman. Sonny Chiba. Mr. G4L. Brandy. Superman. SP. Cooking with Sir Senior. Shout out to your boy Mumbo. Prez 12. What's going on? Cool Breeze. Unlaced Shoes. See a couple of trolls that got blocked. See, they got y'all out of here, huh? RJ, shout out to RJ. JD. See, they got y'all out of here, huh? I don't know why the trolls be coming over here. I really don't be paying y'all no attention, dog. I don't be seeing you. The only time I see is when somebody block you. Somebody block you, I be like, oh, somebody who that is got blocked. Yeah, I really don't be seeing you, fam. Like, as you can see, I'm so laid back and chill right now. I had on, you know what I mean? Had on burnt a little something. Finna finish this right here. I'll get with this one tomorrow. This here like my so-so stuff. It's kind of so-so. I really don't, you know, the real strong stuff I kind of like. You get what I'm saying? That's my next little stash. This right here, all right. This Marathon OG. Marathon OG. This one here, all right. You know. This one here, all right. You know, but just chilling right now. You know what I mean? See, one of them said you had nice lips coats and got blocked. Oh yeah? Hey man, you know, it is what it is. you know I do have male groupies, so I got a male groupie be sending me messages 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, so you know, it is what it is. You know, shit, I had She-Block sending me messages and all kind of stuff, man. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm into women though, so he say is weed legal in Florida? No, not really, but it ain't stopping nothing. It wasn't legal when I was growing up. They ain't stopping about smoking. No, they got medical. They got medical. Yeah, you can get medical marijuana here in Florida. You get a marijuana card and everything. Get your medical card to smoke. Yeah. Yeah, you get a medical card, you can smoke. If you don't have a medical card, you can smoke. So I don't see nobody saying, you know what, I want to smoke this weed so bad, but I don't have a medical card, so I'm going to just deny myself the right to smoke. No, I can promise you that ain't happening. I can promise you that is not happening. Ain't nobody denying themselves the right to smoke on good green. Yep, ain't nobody doing that. Motherfuckers smoking in the open too. Out in the open, motherfuckers smoking. Period. Just like they do in Cali. You know, Cali, they smoke out in the open. Vegas, well, in Cali, they smoke out in the open. Yeah, just like that. Unless shoes say top shelf only. Yeah, that's the only way to smoke, in my opinion. Shit, I don't shit. Anything else is uncivilized. Yeah, you gotta smoke the top shit. He said with Florida history, everything should be legal. I mean, legal, not legal, it ain't stopping that. You know what I'm saying? They don't trip like that down here like that. Like as I said before, here, if you got a medical card, you can, state of Florida, they got medical marijuana here, so for all they know, you could be smoking your medical marijuana. Who knows? All I'm saying is, whether they had it or not is irrelevant. It ain't stopping nothing. That's what I'm saying. He said, we legal in Michigan. That's why I asked. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. They got medical here, but shit, I ain't, man. Nobody think about that shit. I know, I damn somebody think about the shit. Man, shit, nigga, please. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Look, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. We're gonna get at it tomorrow, man. I see y'all at 3 o'clock. Shout out to Daniel Agnew, SP Got Beats, John, RJ, Brandy, Big John Doe, MB813, Old Kiefer. Let's see. Gator Flash, Daniel, Tough Glove, Mr. G4L, RJ, Unlaced Shoes, Green Eyes P, Mr. Curtis Robinson, Tough Glove, Cooking with Sir Senior, trying to get everybody. Superman Flying Through to Save the Day, Summer in November, Sunny Chiba, Eat Like Candy, Cool Breeze, Prez 12. Who else we have? Backhand B. I'm trying to get everybody before we launch off. I'm so goddamn laid back right now. I'm laid back. Shout out to Trey Son. Man, I'm laid back like a mug. I'm trying to tell you, boy, like, Lord have mercy. This shit right here, boy. This shit kind of a weaker strand a little bit than what I'm accustomed to, but this shit kind of, you know what I mean? I'll let y'all, man.